everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Honkai Star Rail. Looks like we are now on a brand new planet. We're in a nice snowy planet at that, and we have to do some exploration. We have to unblock the rails up in space. So we got down here, because there's a signal down here blocking it. So let's go ahead and search for traces of civilization, and probably have some battles along the way.
Corroded. Yet fragmentum monsters have already made it here. I fear the Stellaron may be exerting. I've no interest in conflict.
Alright then.
Time for some hardship. Stand down.
Okay. That worked out pretty
Reach
nicely.
the end of the story in your own way.
Alright, let's see. I want to do some exploration. Interesting. It says there's like a little nook up there, but does not seem like I can get through there. Interesting. Also, oh, okay. Looks like we got some soldiers here, or people in general, who got frozen by something. Fireflower. What a strange object. It seems really out of place in the snow plains. Maybe Mr. Yang will know what this is. Let's send a message to ask him. Well, everyone needs rest. Please constantly keep in touch. What is this, Mr. Yang? It is a calyx, a strange entity born from the phenomenon of space distortion. There's some oh, okay, you're going a little too fast there. There's some reality data in the calyxes that might come in handy, but please be careful when coming in contact with them. The existence of these calyxes is still a mystery to us, and the danger within is incalculable. So, space distortion, eh? Interesting. In your coming journey, you might come across other calyxes like this, and the reality data stored in different calyxes may vary, so look out for that. Okay. So do I defeat enemies to obtain general materials? Okay. Open the Peace Guide. Calyx Gold has been archived into the Interterrestrial Peace Guide. View data's here. These game modes cost Trailblaze power to play. Trailblaze power recovers over time. Yay. So, do they want me to go in, or can I just back out? Okay, I could just back out. But let me just go ahead and talk to it real quick. Okay, interesting. A strange creation in the shape of flowers. Sepal with golden stamens and pistils and ink black petals. It seems to continuously emanate and piece together elements found in reality in an attempt to create new existence. Interesting. Okay, well, I might as well just go in just to see what it's like. When you have multiple lineups, you can use preset to quickly locate the desired team. Oh, okay. You can adjust and add preset lineups in the team interface. Okay. Let's go ahead and start challenge then.
Fighting is meaningless.
Alright, let's see what we have to work with here. Alright, so it looks like you're going to be the first one, but I need someone with ice or normal to take care of you. So we'll have you be focused on... Looks like it doesn't matter which one on this. Oh, let's go ahead, we'll just do a stab.
Time for some hardship.
Smack all of you. Good, we got slow on them. And let's go ahead and do a targeted attack.
There's always a weakness.
There we go. Let's see. Let's go ahead and we'll take
Nothing
care
of the
of
weight
you.
behind this power.
Bye-bye.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
There we go. It helps thin the herd out a little bit there. Alright, and then afterwards I can go ahead and either go... Looks like the fire one's gonna be next, so let's
The
just do
truth
this.
of life and death. Reveal the sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
There we go. Much better.
Too late
And then
to
we'll just
repent.
attack normally. I think a nice, decent amount of materials from that. Alright. A strange creation in the shape of... Okay, so that's just going over what it read before. Okay. Have to keep in mind of those as we continue exploring. Anything else I can explore over here? Oh wait, there is something there actually.
These buildings have been buried in the snowfall.
Huh? So these are rooftops? How long would snow have to fall to get this thick?
A long, long time.
Wonder. Considering the placement of the people here, makes me wonder if they've really been frozen for that long? Or if this has kind of been more of a recent development. Regardless.
Did you see that?
Time for some hardship.
Let's...
Oh, I see a little snow pile over here. Someone buried? Oh!
Hey, get out of there or you'll shiver to death.
Hello?
Holding your breath won't help.
Are they hiding from someone?
I got this, March. Someone's got their head stuck in the sand, or the snow in this case. They just need a helping hand.
Ouch! My fine fellow, was that really necessary?
I don't know.
Is crawling around in the snow a crime these days? I mean, come on, surely. It doesn't warrant a spearing.
Oh my. None of us are amused.
But then again, how can I blame you? I mean, I caught you off guard. It had to happen. You could even say I deserved it, huh? Besides, I made a gallant group of new friends as a result.
Oh, both of you to declare.
Is Captain Japard around? He's an old buddy of mine.
Who?
Wait, you're not Silvermane guards?
No.
Well, why didn't you say so? Turns out we're on the same side after all. Pleasure to meet you. The name's Sampo Koski.
Okay, I'm Spectre.
Excellent, I'll remember the name. Never thought I'd run into friends from the same line of work out here in this frozen wasteland. Business is bad these days, but fear not, Sampo Koski isn't interested in hoarding. There's more than enough treasure to go around, so let's get rich together. Say, why don't we join forces? I have reliable intel the main strength of the Silvermane Guards is being deployed to the front line. This is a golden opportunity.
I don't know if I trust you, honestly. What business are you talking about? Silvermane Guards, the front line? Yeah, what exactly are we talking about?
Come now, friends. I can understand the mistrust, but there's no need for the charade.
What charade?
Then again, I know the rules. Vigilance is the name of the game in our profession. It's my fault for letting my enthusiasm and sincerity get the better of me.
So are you like a treasure hunter, or...?
Anyway, a meeting like this has to have been written in the stars. Ask me
Oh, no.
anything you like. I won't skimp on the details. Still make it snappy. You're never more than 10 feet from a Silvermane Guard.
Oh boy, you remind me of Pyros the Third. Let's see here. Is there a settlement nearby?
Settlement? What a literary turn of phrase. Why, there's only one place in this world where the living still reside. Our beloved Belobog. The further away you get, the dicier things become. The city of preservation, the towering citadel, humanity's last bastion against the eternal freeze. It may sound a bit over the top, but those names are grounded in truth. The only place humans can eke out an existence is behind those impregnable walls.
After all, you must come from there as well, so you should know this already. Why were you hiding in the snow?
Me?
Because you
guys
thought we were
scared me to
guards?
death. There I was, looking for relics to sell, when all of a sudden you came stomping over. I thought the Silvermane guards were paying me a visit.
I'm guessing people aren't supposed to be out from outside the city, I'm guessing?
Seriously, though? Try treading a little lighter next time, huh? If you run into the guards, they won't hide in a snowdrift, and you'll be in a cell before you know it.
Yeah, something along those lines at the very least. Seems like we're not supposed to be out here. Yeah, I have no idea who these Silvermane guards even are.
You really don't know? The
Nope.
Silvermane guards are Belobog soldiers, enforcers, and police. Let's just say they're not the most flexible of people. And they like paying visits to folks in our line of work. Seems
Yeah,
like
a
you
little-
guys really
maybe-
are new to the business. To be young and naive again. How about this? As a senior in the field, which I'm sure you don't mind me saying, I'll give you some free guidance.
Oh, you will, huh?
There are ways of doing things in this profession, and you better get familiar with them. Moving in the shadows, finding the goods, pricing your stock, hiding from the guards. There's an art to all of it.
I love how you emphasize the hiding from the guards.
No need. Why don't you just take us to the city? We don't really know the way.
The city? Already? I haven't even started trading yet. Well, showing you the way is easy enough, Missy, but it would cost.
Don't you dare.
But it would be my pleasure. Kindness is Sampo Koski's middle name. Follow me, friends, and keep quiet. We don't want to be spotted by the guards.
Alright then, so don't be suspicious, got it. But yeah, don't think about charging us, else you get another spear in the belly.
So why were you hiding from the Silvermane guards?
Yeah, we're just storing a few relics away from prying eyes. Nothing serious. If it weren't for the uncompromising nature of our civil service, there'd be no need for secrecy. So whereabouts you guys from, anyway? I don't mean to pry or anything. I just care about my friends. No pressure.
Oh, you do, huh? First, let me hit up this spot over here. There we go. Activate that. Come on.
Rule number 7, never leave a footprint. I have my own special technique called invisible snow walking. Helps me throw off pursuers in no time.
Did you spy something?
Who are they?
Are those the guards?
You remember the Silvermane guards I mentioned? That's them.
You're not very good at this.
Help me, old friends. I don't want to be caught.
Uh-huh.
It's the suspect and his accomplices. Arrest them!
Oh no, what did we get ourselves mixed in already? We haven't even been on this planet for like, what?
It's now
10
never
minutes?
Over to you,
Alright,
dear
well, let's see what we
friends.
got to work with. Alright, let's see.
Where
Let's
do you
take
think
care of...
you're?
Let's begin.
Start working on you. I want to use that immediately if I can help it.
Let's make it quick.
I'll go ahead and use this now.
Rules are made to be broken.
Go ahead and smack both of you. There we go. Got both of them broken, and then just... There we go.
I've no interest in conflict.
Let's see. Let's go ahead and use this
We've
first.
entered the storm.
Oh, no, never mind. Oh, I think I'm too late. Whoopsie!
To guard and defend. Crush them.
Stab.
Time for some hardship.
And let's go ahead and we'll do
truth
that.
of life
And we'll do
and
that
death
on the other.
Revealed in an sanctuary is but a vision.
There we go. And then for you, take care of both. Oh, okay, that works. Shibard. I'll take that as a yes. Yes, it is.
Captain of the Silk
Sorry to interrupt you, but
guards order you to relinquish your futile resistance power.
yeah.
Sampo cheated us all. Wait till I get my hands on him.
Agreed.
Suspect. Relinquish your resistance.
Witness the stars shadow.
So I'm a criminal, huh? Forget Sampo. Wait until I get my hands on you.
Move carefully.
Okay, good. Let's see. Let's go ahead and finish off the one on the left here.
Leave the rest to me.
And for you, let's hit
Calm
both.
your body and mind.
Let's
There we
make
go,
it
got a
quick.
good chunk of the shield taken care of.
You'll pay for this.
Okay, now do I want to support someone real quick? Let's see, let's go and do... Let's do you.
The time is now. Lend me your strength.
Let's go.
There we go, we can smack you again.
Batter up!
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict.
Let's just keep building that up
The
again.
time is now.
And then this will break you.
Stand down.
And then go ahead and use the ultimate.
Rules are made to be broken!
Really sorry about this.
This
Alright,
ends here!
recovered. Ow. Aw,
And the
hey.
prime suspect? The one with the blue hair?
Guess we were meant to lose that one.
Apologies, Captain. We lost him during the pursuit. We can't find his footprints.
Ah, putting his old tactic to use, I see.
No matter. We have his accomplices. He'll be close by, plotting his next move.
Yeah, you might be waiting long you think. We're not his accomplices.
Yeah, we'd never team up with someone like him. I'm not trying to talk our way out of this, but we're not friends with that scoundrel. Did you see how fast he ditched us? We rescued him from the snow out of the kindness of our hearts. We had no idea he might be using us to get past you. Are you really dumb enough to fall for his...
I'm a captain, not an adjudication panel. As a Belobog citizen, you have the right to defend yourself, but that can only take place under the scrutiny of the architects, not now.
Alright, looks like we're already being thrown into a trial.
Take them away.
Alright then.
But we're not from Belobog.
Yeah, okay, I'll show him the photos, March. Take a look at our clothes. Does our equipment bear any resemblance to yours?
Photos?
Ah, you're a genius! Great idea! You've probably never seen what your planet looks like, right? I took this one. Behold, Yarilo 6.
R7 shows Shepard a picture of the
You
ice-covered
mean
planet.
to say that this white ball, that's here? That's our home? How can that...
It is said that a long time ago, strange visitors from beyond the sky would visit us here. But that after the eternal freeze, the blizzards made passage impossible. And Belobog would cease to witness such arrivals.
But these people are...
This decision is beyond us. If what they say is true, then only the Supreme Guardian may decide their fate. Our job is to present them before her. Nothing more.
Alright then.
Outsiders, follow me. Belobog lies beyond this blizzard.
Honestly, considering the fact that the last time you had travelers theoretically was centuries ago, it's really interesting that you would just remember that off the top of your head.
Welcome to Belobog, the city of preservation.
Alright, what's the reveal? Ooh, okay. lot of gears everywhere. And then also sections that look like maybe trains going in and out of the city. Probably for mining purposes. Or trade.
Hey,
No, probably
it
just
feels like
mining.
it got a bit warmer.
Oh, it's gotta be,
That's because you're in Belobog, the last bastion of humanity.
Last bastion?
700 years ago, monsters from beyond the sky set the world ablaze. The land was turned to scorched earth, with raging infernos and billowing towers of smoke stretching beyond the horizon.
Okay, so the Antimatter Legion.
In the midst of the conflict, the eternal freeze descended without warning. Suddenly, sweeping winds brought blizzards which buried the invading legion. Belobog was all that remained.
Was that actually all the frozen entities that we saw outside the city? Actually, those were actually... Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So those were the Antimatter Legion that got frozen.
The steadfast architects built this city. Under the protection of Klepoth, the Preservation, Belobog remains forever warm in the face of unrelenting cold.
He's sure saying some weird stuff.
A marked change in tone. It sounds like he's quoting from a historical record.
Uh-huh. So why is he telling us all this?
You wanted to know.
I mean, you're whispering right in front of him, so it's not surprising that he can hear you. Also add on to the fact that you are currently in his custody, so anything you say, he want to, you know, keep an ear out for. Alright then, the Everwinter Nights. Alright, follow Gabard, Lando to the Guardian's residence. Alright, off we go.
We saw strange creatures outside the city. They must have come from a tear in corroded space. A fragmentum, correct?
How do you... That's right. Out there in the blizzard, there are still many threats, including the monsters you saw. The Silver Mane Guards are continuously engaged with the enemy, but I'm afraid the situation is bleak. After your meeting with the Supreme Guardian, I would like to consult you on this matter. We're lacking in intel.
Alrighty then. Yeah, we do have some information that we can utilize. Do I need to keep going, or... Oh, okay, I guess I need to talk to you.
We're here.
Okay, that was quick.
This is Klepoth Fort, the heart of Belobog and headquarters of the Architects.
Now let's see, the Architects...
The saviors of humanity. Long before the arrival of the Eternal Freeze, the Architects braved the doubts and derision of the people, never wavering from their construction of its defenses. History has proven that their decision was the correct one.
Okay, interesting. I wonder there may have been some foresight going on there that they may have knew about ahead of time.
The Architects named this fortress after Klepoth, Eon of Preservation. Under their direction, humanity has withstood external enemy attacks and held off the Eternal Freeze. Even today, we resist the Fragmentum's corrosion. This fortress is also the residence of the Supreme Guardian.
The Supreme Guardian?
The leader of Belobog, elected and appointed by the Architects. The Supreme Guardians have watched over this city for generations, sheltering the people from harm. The current Guardian is Madame Cocolia Rand. Every major strategic decision is issued by her.
Whoa, she sounds like a big deal.
And that's who we're going to be meeting here soon.
I will now bring you to see Madame Cocolia. Please, have your words at the ready. Her time is precious, so she prefers concise communication.
Alright, we'll try to get straight to the point then.
We're gonna see her right now? Can I at least find a place to freshen up first?
Oh, you look fine, March 7th. Let's see, can I tag along? You look fine. Is there any etiquette we need to observe?
Rest easy. The Madam Guardian doesn't care about formalities. Not to mention, you've only just arrived. It would be unexpected if you were familiar with Belobog customs. I've dispatched a messenger to send word. Madame Cocolia will be aware of your arrival. Come with me.
Alright, that's good then.
that's a meaningless sacrifice. How can you...
Hey, you're in our party, I think.
You may leave, Branya. Visitors have arrived.
Hello. Ooh, I wonder what that's all about.
Yes, Mother.
Oh, Mother, okay.
Madam Guardian, I have brought 3 outsiders to see you.
Hello.
The messenger informed me. Well done, Gepard. You may leave.
Oh no, don't go. Okay. See you later, Jabard.
Welcome, visitors from beyond the Eternal Freeze. Or perhaps I should say, from beyond the sky, no?
Yeah, that's accurate.
I am Cocolia Rand, Belobog's Supreme Guardian. I would be grateful if you could tell me why you have come.
So let's see. So you don't doubt our identity, so you believe we come from beyond the sky.
Do you wish me to doubt it? Or perhaps you're not confident in that identity yourself? No, I do not doubt it. I can see that you are not from this world.
Also, something I've been noticing is a lot of the distinct character designs. They have like frost, that are coming off from their skin themselves and everything. My guess is that's probably from the result of living with the eternal freeze going on for centuries.
The architects remember the history well, else we should forget it. I know that in the distant past, before the Eternal Freeze descended or the Legion invaded, this world was once prosperous beyond measure.
Interesting. Alright then, so you all basically kept your history relatively intact after all this time. So you at least, and you probably also studied a lot of the history, so you would see mentions of interstellar travels from before. At the very least in legends or myths or, fairy tales.
An eon connected our planet to other worlds, and we discovered the endless possibilities of the boundless universe. We also came to know of Klapoth, the Amber Lord. Under their attentive gaze, we built the city walls. So do not be surprised. For 700 years, the architects have received no further communication from the stars. But I knew of your existence. Tell me why you have come.
Well, we want to help you. We come to trailblaze this planet.
Do you think anyone's gonna know what you're talking about?
Eh?
We came here for something known as a Stellaron.
A Stellaron.
Objects that fell from the blue on separate worlds. Their appearance spelled disaster. Many of the planets we visited have suffered their effects. You mentioned invasion by the Antimatter Legion. Soon after their arrival, this planet suffered the Eternal Freeze. At the same time, the phenomenon known as fragmentum space corrosion began to occur. Correct?
Correct.
Yeah, Stellarons were cast by the Aeon of Destruction. The Eternal Freeze is a product of the Stellaron. Fragmentums are a product of the Stellaron. Let's see. Go with that one.
Stellarons bring about different disasters on different worlds, but every world seeded with a Stellaron will give birth to fragmentums. You can see us as kind-hearted interstellar public servants, lending a helping hand to any world affected by a Stellaron.
Your analysis of our current circumstances is clear. We have indeed suffered the disasters you speak of, some of which prove vexatious to us even today. But why should you care?
Well, we're kind of stuck, actually.
Even if this Stellaron you speak of did bring about disaster, I fail to see its connection to you. I don't believe that anyone would go to such lengths to help a world unrelated to them. Unless they had something to gain.
You're right. Our reason for coming here is not purely selfless. If we don't seal the Stellaron, we cannot leave this planet.
Please let us help you. Please help us locate the Stellaron. Please let us help you.
Yeah, FYI, we're pretty awesome.
You know how to seal the Stellaron.
I guess.
We have the relevant means.
Very well, I believe you. If our present situation is truly the result of this so-called Stellaron, then your arrival is the hope that Belobog has waited 700 years for. I am willing to assist you in any way possible to help you locate the Stellaron.
All right.
It's getting late, and you must be tired. I will arrange for you to stay in our most comfortable hotel. Rest there and get a good night's sleep. Tomorrow at noon, I will dispatch someone to escort you here, and we can discuss this urgent matter in greater detail.
All right, sounds like a plan. Thank you. Thank you, Supreme Guardian.
It should be me thanking you, visitors from beyond the sky. I too need some time. I will go over our records for anything that may be connected to Stellarons. Please excuse me for not escorting you further.
Oh, you're fine. Imagine you also want to cross-reference all the stuff that we've said. Also, what was that? Did we send something? Oh, is that the architects? Ominous whispers.
Of course, I understand. Do not worry. I have a way.
Ominous.
It seems that the Supreme Guardian holds you in high regard. I have received orders that your movements are no longer to be restricted.
Hey, well that's good. She's an impressive figure. She's very reasonable.
You know, I didn't think things were gonna go that smoothly.
Hey, usually in role-playing games like these, it never goes that easy. A lot of time we get thrown in prison, then we have to break out via either another character that joins the party, and then we learn about, you know, probably from a different faction, you know, or usually like resistance of some kind more often than not. You know, so yeah, this is a nice change of pace.
I'm afraid I still have duties to attend to. I must return to my post. I hope you enjoy your stay in Belobog.
Alright then, will do.
Wait, can you recommend some sites? It's not that late. We want to take a look around.
Especially with all the yells I'm hearing in the background. Is there like some sort of festival going on?
Well, I'd say that Golden Theater and the History Museum are both worth a look. However, you'd need a pass to get into the museum.
Okay. Ooh, the Golden Theater sounds nice.
I recommend you visit Everwinter Monument first. It's Belobog's most symbolic landmark.
Okay, sure.
And if you enjoy music, you could head to Neverwinter Workshop.
Ooh.
You can sometimes catch an outdoor performance there. The artist is... you'll see.
Okay.
Oh, and if you're staying at Goethe Hotel, please avoid the alley that runs next to it. The one with Silvermane guards stationed there. It's started to be affected by corrosion recently, so it's been sealed off.
So something tells me we're gonna end up going over there at some point.
So the corrosion is inside the city. That's a grave situation.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yes, we're mounting a resistance as we speak. I must leave now. I hope all goes well for you.
Alright, well you take care of yourself then. Alright then, looks like we have multiple places for us to start exploring, so let's go at it. Do-do-do-do-do.
Wow, look at the carved ice. It feels perfect for this city somehow.
Well, considering the fact that the entire planet's coated in ice, yeah.
Whatever it's made of, it can't be ice.
Really?
I guess you're right. It's actually pretty warm in the city. Hey, what's with all the children over there? Should we go and take a look?
No, sure. Is it a field trip of some kind?
So let me introduce myself. I'm the intelligence officer for the Silvermane Guards, and a temporary guide for the A Journey Through Belobog's History program. My name is Pelageya Sergeyevna, but you can call me Pela.
Hey, Pela.
Yes, Miss Ayla.
And perhaps the grown-ups among us could refrain from acting like children?
Aw.
Okay, guys. Take a look over here. This is Everwinter Monument. It was erected to commemorate the mighty architects. The architects are followers of the Aeon Klapath. It was they that foresaw a crisis, built up our walls, and established Belobog, preserving the spark of human civilization. Even today, they are still tending to the city. Everwinter Monument is made up of two parts. A gear that symbolizes knowledge and industrial strength, and huge ice crystals that symbolize the eternal freeze.
Makes
These
sense.
two symbols are bound together, the gear restricting the ice. It represents the unyielding spirit of the architects in the face of nature's barbarity.
Mm-hmm. Now the interesting thing is... Okay, so it's described as ice crystals. Huh.
Any questions?
Do I have any questions? Ah, here we go. Okay, does the monument have any symbolic
The
meaning?
monument is made up of two parts. A gear that symbolizes knowledge and industrial strength, and huge ice crystals that symbolize
Yep,
the eternal
already heard that.
freeze.
Yeah, here we go. This is what I want to ask. What are those blue crystals?
You mean, what are they made of? It's geomarrow that's undergone a change in color. The color of geomarrow
Geomarrow.
is related to the environmental temperature during its refinement.
Interesting. Who are the architects?
architects are followers of the Aeon Klapath. It was they that foresaw the crisis. Or, to put it another way, the architects are Belobog's founders and saviors.
Yep, we heard all that already. How did the eternal freeze occur?
That's a question for the Scientific Research Division, though they may not be able to give you a definitive answer.
Makes sense.
The eternal freeze is no ordinary natural disaster. Meteorological records from hundreds of years ago cannot explain the cause. To put it simply, it's a problem that has plagued Belobog scientists for centuries.
Alright then, I don't have any more questions.
And what about you guys? Take your time. We're not in a rush.
Alright then. Well, you all take care. Bye. Alright, let's see. 31, 83, so we'll go over here next.
Neverwinter Workshop. Hey, didn't Japard say there'd be a show here?
He did indeed.
He said you can sometimes catch an outdoor performance. Sometimes being the operative word.
And that there may be someone that could be a bit much.
Ah, darn. I wanted to see one. Oh, I'd been wondering. You see that heater over there? Why do they keep it outdoors? This city is so weird. Normally you'd want a heater inside a building, right?
Maybe it's a way to help melt the snow and the ice and everything, so that they're not constantly shoveling everywhere. Yeah, is this how they repel? Yep, that's probably what it is. Maybe they have indoor heaters too? Yeah, I think this has something to do with the eternal
If
freeze.
so, I'm not sure mighty is the right word for these architects.
Tiny heaters are no use against the Stellaron disaster.
You guys sure have a lot to say about that broken heater.
Oh, it's broken. Okay, so we overanalyze that.
Oh, wow, she's cool.
Hello. Hi, hello.
Hi there. The name's Serval. I'm the owner of this workshop.
Nice to meet you. We're Spectre.
If you got any broken equipment lying around, you can always come find me, though I can't guarantee I'll be interested in fixing it.
Oh, we're okay. I was just curious about the heater.
Curious? About the heater? It's just a standard geomarrow radiator. You can find them anywhere in the administrative district.
You're gonna confuse so many people. We only just got here. Everything seems that sitting broken machines outside a workshop is bad advertising.
Only just got here? Ah! I figured it out. I heard a loudmouth guard say that a group of outsiders had met with Cocolia. You must be them?
Oh, really? Okay, so now everyone in a city knows about us at this point, it seems. You know how gossip is sometimes.
What an honor. Where are my manners? We can talk about heaters all day if you like. Let's have a chat.
Alright, let's go ahead and head on in then. Alright, the Neverwinter Workshop. Okay, hold on. Before I talk, is there any items? Oh, there was something to examine. There are multiple strange objects in these cabinets. You cannot tell the function of the items inside the cabinet based on their silhouettes. There are multiple strange objects in this cabinet. A cabinet with many tools and machines. You cannot tell the function. Okay. Doesn't seem like there's anything else to inspect. At least not immediately, yeah? Oh, another toolbox. And looks like it's just gonna give me the same description. Alright then. Hello, Serval.
The heater you saw is just a standard geomarrow radiator. They may not look like much, but they're a real lifeline to the people.
I can imagine.
Blizzards here are brutal.
Yep.
If we didn't have a reliable way of keeping warm, Belobog would long since have become a dead city, both above and below the surface.
You know, considering the fact that not only, you know, it would make things very difficult for people to traverse the city, and also it probably would freeze the mechanisms as well. That seems to also be littering the city as well. Yeah, it makes sense of why there would be heaters of some kind littering outside across the city to help at least keep that at bay. What is geothermal
It's an ore,
marrow?
a special energy resource. Whether it's keeping the city warm or keeping our counters ticking, everything runs on geomarrow.
Okay, then so I'm guessing it's something that's get mined then.
Geomarrow grows beneath the surface of the planet, and
Yep.
specialist underworld mining teams are there to extract it. Transport lines shuttle it up to the surface. In the overworld, we use the same lines to ship surface goods and aid down to the underworld.
Okay, then above and beneath the surface. Makes sense that a lot of people would go underground to get away from the blizzards.
You didn't know? Belobog is structured like two big connected disks. The overworld is responsible for administration and trade, while the underworld is responsible for energy supply and resource extraction. However, due to an order that was given many years ago, nobody has moved between the overworld and the underworld in a long time.
Ah, okay. Then it makes me wonder that the person that we met then, was he... I forgot his name at the moment, but the guy that ditched us. Is he from the underworld then?
I shouldn't be talking about this. Pretend I never said anything.
Oh, I'm sure we'll learn more about it later. Why is the heater outside? I think we already have a good idea,
Isn't it
though.
just like cooking food over an open flame? If the house is a pot, then the heater is the stove it rests on.
When she puts it like that, it actually starts to make sense.
Alright, thank you
No
for your
sweat.
answers.
This is your first time in Belobog. I just want you to feel some of the warmth the city has to offer. Hey, seeing as there's nothing on your plate just now, want to help me fix up this machine? Just a bit of manual labor. You might find it interesting.
Sure.
Great.
We're not busy.
Then let me give you a demonstration first.
Alright then. Repair. You guys does a little mini game, it seems. Rotate the modules to adjust the connector. Okay. So connect the dots. Got it. Alright then, let's go ahead and switch, switch, and switch. There we go. Simple. We're done. Also, video recorder. An old VCR machine. You do not dare imagine what it might show you. Why? What? Will you dare to show me? You make it sound bad. You dare what it might show you. Okay, weird reaction.
Nice. You guys are pretty handy. You picked that up in no time. Want to be my assistants? Average pay, but I'm a good boss.
Think we're good at the moment, but I mean, while we're in the city, I mean, sure. No, while we're in the city, sure.
Do you just say yes to everything?
I mean, given the situation, you know, sure.
I was only kidding. Just a joke.
Aww.
Well, I'd better carry on here. Why not have a better look around? My workshop will always be open to you. And your wallets, of course.
Well, that goes without saying. Alright then. Well, nice meeting you. Bye. Alright then, let's see. What's this? Message for new repairers, okay? Oh man, I can only imagine all the collectible stuff that are littered around the place. Alright, so now I need to head over there, it looks like. Oh, I probably have to go around. Oh, I'll take that. Just go ahead and take that salmon bread, eh? And, you don't mind if I take this, right, Ronaldo? You don't mind. Mailbox? There's nothing special with the mailbox, but you feel like something's wrong. You look at it carefully again and see a white letter hidden in its shadow. Put it in the mailbox or take it away quietly. I'll put it in the mailbox. You pick up the letter and put it in the mailbox. From deep in your heart, you feel a noble existence smile, wink, and give you a thumbs up, like a soldier trying to gauge an explosion radius. Item obtained. Praise of high morals. Let's read that. In its grand universe, moral standards are materialized into physical form. Thumbs up approvals aren't a rare sight to behold. What matters is that you are recognized. Okay. Interesting. Wonder if that's Aeon. Anyways, go ahead and make our way over here to the hotel. I love how populated the city is. You know, looks very well lived in.
That's the alley that Japard mentioned. The one contaminated by the fragmentum, right?
I mean, I wouldn't really call that an alleyway. Just more of a street.
I can't believe how close it is to the city center.
They hadn't identified
I wonder.
I bet all the shops and hotels in the vicinity would have had to close down by now.
Move back. This is your final warning.
Ooh, something wrong?
But my proof of property is inside. I don't have any.
The fragmentum has already corroded this block. You can make a property retrieval request to the architects, but only Silvermane guards are permitted to enter here.
I can't believe fragmentum corrosion has spread into the city. No wonder there are so many soldiers stationed there.
Makes sense. This world really is in dire straits. Can soldiers really hold back the fragmentum?
As long as the Stellaron is active, the corrosion will continue to spread.
And more pockets will also appear more and more around the city, and then they'll probably have to move the guards and spread themselves thin, and yeah.
The soldiers can only periodically clear the fragmentum of monsters. But the monsters will continue to emerge and multiply.
Okay, so yeah, it's basically an open portal that's going to continuously spawn more enemies at this point, so we have to find a way to seal it up.
Please try to understand, sir. Backwater Pass has become very dangerous. We're just here for your safety.
If I can't get my proof of property, it doesn't matter how safe I am. Out of my way! Let me pass!
Wonder how often they have to deal with things like this. Alright then. I'm sure we won't have to go over there anytime soon. Alright, and I saw a shiny over here. A trash can, not remarkable in any way. You've been staring at it for a while, but it's just an ordinary trash can. I don't believe you. What do you want to do? Try to hold back the urge to open it. I want to see what's inside. As you continue staring at the trash cans, they seem to turn before your very eyes. The edges are no longer rusty and the dents are smoothed over. Wait, what? From under the lid comes a faint golden glow, sweet and alluring. For a moment, the trash can turns into treasure chests. And it's happening again. You take a deep breath and open the lid. It's empty. Wait, you reach deeper into the trash can. There's a piece of iron scrap on the bottom. Your hard work paid off. You finally found the treasure. Da 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 da. You look back at your companions and see their complicated expressions. You don't need to explain. I get it. That urge is too great for you to resist. There's no turning back once you've walked down this path. We attained Trash Can. Avatar obtained from completing hidden missions in Jarlo 6. Guys, you can laugh at themselves. You have plenty of friends. Who are you cursing out? Okay, I didn't actually think. I wonder. Smells strong stench as you push the trash can. Almost as if there was some strange, twisted, dark purple aura surrounding it. Protesting in no uncertain terms, no living entities permitted. Be that as it may, you gonna open it? Open it. While your astonished companions look on, you hold your breath and proceed towards the can like a soldier charging into a hail of bullets. Wait, why are you so interested in rooting through every trash can in the city? What do you have to gain? Charge! You decided to open the lid of the can with a determined mind. At your first glance, you saw that strange, stinky thing. Suddenly, like an old monk singing in concentrated introspection, you reach out and grab it. However, you fail to reach enlightenment, given that your companions just ran for cover holding their noses. Rewards, trash. Why? You haven't missed anything, nothing worth looking at in this trash can. There doesn't seem much point in investigating a trash can. It's just a trash can. How many times? A trash can, don't get close without courage. Okay, looks like that's it. Alright then. Interesting. Oh, there's another trash can! We're gonna expect all the trash cans. A pretty postcard is lying in a trash can. It reads, "Friend, you've crossed the line. This isn't something you should have touched. Signed, Garbage King." Oh. There's a coin glued to the back of the postcard. Seems like this king understands that you need to tip someone if you want them to pass on a message. Seems like you got yourself a real competitor when it comes to rooting through trash cans. Why is this a thing? Why? Why would he call himself Garbage King? Isn't he embarrassed? Hey, another person's trash is another person's treasure. And I can't go down there, it seems. Alrighty then. Alright, let's actually go into the hotel now. Oh, wait. I see a teleporter to activate. Alright then. Alright, up we go. Oh, another one. Someone threw a book into the trash can. You pick it up. It seems to be a lengthy serial novel by the name of Tale of the Winterlands. You seem to have the incomplete 4th volume in your hands. Oh, that always sucks. That's the one thing with me when it comes to reading books. I always have to start at the very beginning. You know, otherwise I'll just have no idea what's going on. You know, this also applies to comic books as well. It's one of those things I can't just dive into any random comic book. I have to start at the very beginning of it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be like, who's that? What's going on? What's the twist? Well, oh no, I spoiled myself in the twist. That sort of thing. Anyways, alright.
So tired. I just want to put my head on a pillow and drift off. Seems like...
Gosh darn it, every time. Thought she was done. Alright, well, let's go ahead and just open up this treasure chest. That totally doesn't look like someone's luggage. The opening of the postbox reveals 2 envelopes are being kept in a delicate balance. Touching either one will condemn the other to be swallowed by the pitch black maw. Such a dilemma falls in front of... Oh! No! I didn't mean to. Gosh darn it. That's not what I wanted to do. Misdelivered letter number 3. The big are like burning torches in the frost of Belobog. Just a normal mailbox. You walk around the mailbox expecting, but don't find any more letters. Okay, darn it. Oh well. That's what I get for pressing the X button a little bit too many times. A burning smell invades your nostrils as you approach the trash can. The trash can looked like it was set on fire. The entire trash can is deformed with a layer of dark scorched, ash-like substance coating the bottom. In the light, you see the particles floating softly, almost dancing. Someone went into... Someone had to put that in, like someone designed this game, you know, with all these mailboxes and trash cans. Just why? Anyways, in we go. Enough dilly-dallying. Hello.
Wow, what a beautiful lobby. It's gonna be soft mattresses and cushiony pillows tonight.
Yay.
Wanna have a pillow fight later? Huh?
Sure.
Like that they're stuffed with goose feathers.
March. Earlier in Klipoth Fort.
Oh, did you send something as well?
Stop, I know what you're gonna say. March, you said too much back there. March, you shouldn't reveal our goal to people we don't trust. Meanwhile, you guys were beating around the bush and speaking in riddles.
Oh, great. So this is something that's happened before in the previous planets you visited, I see ya.
But check it out. Seems like we landed with a pretty sweet deal, right? We get the royal treatment, rooms in a beautiful tasteful hotel and the full support of the locals. As far as trailblazing goes, this is smooth as heck.
And I think that's the problem. It's going too smoothly,
That's not what I was going to say.
Oh?
Alright, spit it out then.
Especially if we're going to say it out here instead of saying this inside the privacy of the rooms that we have.
Earlier in Klipoth Fort, were you paying attention to the Supreme Guardian?
In what way?
Yeah, of course. This isn't my first expedition, you know. My powers of perception are sharper than the sharpest blade.
Not gonna comment on that. So did you notice anything? I knew there was something up with her. Am I the only one that didn't notice anything? I knew there was something up with her.
Something up with her? She seemed normal to me. She was kinda harsh at first, but she turned out to be a nice, reasonable lady. Although, it felt like she was looking through me. As in, I know she was speaking to us, but it seemed like her gaze was fixed on something far away.
I had a similar feeling. Almost as if we weren't the only people in the room.
I mean, that makes sense. After all, just letting a whole bunch of strangers into the office of the Supreme Leader here, who basically is literally, dictating and organizing the entire city, especially if it's the final bastion of humanity on this planet. So it makes sense that there would be some hidden entities in that room, especially for protection purposes.
Do you have to put it like that? That's scary.
It must have been the Invisible Man. It must have been a guard. You guys are overthinking things. I'm gonna say the Invisible Man.
Well, there's no way he'd get past Donhung's sharp eyes.
Perhaps I'm too sensitive. She did promise to help us. I just hope she keeps her word.
Well, only time will tell at this point.
Let's get some rest. We need to save our energy for the discussions tomorrow.
Alright. Alright, anything to expect before we go? I'll take this book, thank you. You weren't reading it, right?
Time to ask for the bill.
The weather's pretty nice, huh?
In fact, there's still vegetation in certain pockets. It's actually pretty astounding given the environment that we're currently in. I wonder how expensive they must be, actually. Hello. I'll take that. You're all complimentary, right?
Is there anything left to do? We're meeting the Guardian tomorrow. There won't be any time for sightseeing.
Okay, so basically it's one of those, once we go to sleep, things are going to start kicking off here, so enemy may be restricted in certain parts of the city, or we may be outside of the city for a time, or maybe we'll even enter the underground here shortly, or underworld, I should say. Alright, but yeah, let's go ahead and that's enough fun for today. Time to rest.
It was a long day today. All I need is a hot shower and a good night's sleep.
Alright then, I got a bad feel. Okay, let's not, I'll say it, I'll say it.
Don't talk about it then.
Yeah, but at least that way we can keep ourselves, our guards up at the very least.
Let's get to bed early and save our energy. I sense the next few days could be tiring.
Yeah.
Well, I'm off to my room then. Express lights off.
Alright, take care. Alright, let's see. Lovely little place. Got a radio, painting, couple hats. Let's see. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Got tea time menu. We also got Evening Ember at the hotel. Yeah, there's a lot of picture frames all over this place. Makes it very homey. They got some luggage, some floral stuff. Don't want to go to sleep quite yet because I want to take a look at this cabinet here. Without a doubt, what's in front of you is a closet. It is based on all the signals coming in from your sensory organs. A perfect closet. Design, capacity, technically, build, quality, and scent. No matter how you look at it, you can't possibly think of a better closet. Wait a minute. Scent. How is scent a measurement of how good a closet is? Doesn't matter. It smells good, and it's not an odor of typical sandalwood or any other natural materials. Rather, it is a miraculously cleansing scent that is completely artificial. A marvel, chemical engineering. It is so alluring that all you want is to get into the closet and let your whole body soak in its scent. This is getting weird. I'm sorry, but this is really getting weird. Between the mailbox, the trash cans, and now closet, this is getting kind of weird. Whatever, I'm going in. Here I come, closet. Yes, you are about to go in. Left foot, right foot. Turn around, take a deep breath. Darn it, why a deep breath? You want to sneeze, but manage to suppress it. Stand firm and then close the door in one smooth move. Bang. Congratulations, you've now been merged with the universe's most perfect closet as one single entity. Why? Why is this? But honestly, your mood is far from reaching the state of Okay, yeah, this is getting really weird. Perhaps you need more time to comprehend the subtle wonder in all this. This place might seem a little too dark for you. Guess you'll eventually get used to it, right? I want out. Dark Knight gifted me a set of dark eyes. Ha, that's the spirit. Give it more time. Adapt to this dark environment. Trust yourself. Just wait a little longer. Something more interesting than this pitch darkness will occur. It's guaranteed to be the real deal. Wait, did you hear that? A sound is closing in. Click. Click. Oh, it's just someone walking. The real deal is coming? It's just someone walking in the corridor. You gotta change your nihilistic views on life, pal. No, that's not the sound of human footsteps. That's the Gothay's Hotel's devil. Room service? Go wild. Use your imagination. No, that's not room service. That's the Gothay Hotel's resident devil. It hibernates in dirty, unattended, small attics, specifically feeding on innocent and vulnerable outsiders. Who thought of this? It picked the wrong opponent to mess with this time. After all, you are the universally renowned trailblazer, the guardian deity of the Herta space station, the doomsday beast, Doom. Yep, today's the day you purge evil for the greater good. It doesn't seem to be that dark in the closet. The light of valor illuminates your surroundings. Wow. Room service, is anyone in there? Ha, there it is. All hotel devils love to disguise themselves as room service. Such a cliche. You won't be easily fooled by it. Your mind is stronger than those city walls built by Quillpaw. You are prepared. I'm gonna come in now, okay? Now, devil, meet your judgment. Bang, the closet door is slammed up. Die, you hotel devil! Ah, what the heck? What is... You won. The Gothay Hotel's devil is now banished and his land is now purified. The devil seems to have left something behind. Take as your reward for your intrepidity. Praise of high... Why? What is this praise of high morals? What does it do? Why is this a thing? Who designed this? It's like basically, let's take all the intrusive thoughts and let's act on it. Like, that's what this is right now. Okay, I think I'm gonna go rest now. I can't handle this anymore. I need to go to sleep. Gosh darn voices in my head.
Who are you? What are you?
We are allies. Allies of the Guardians in generations.
Oh, voice of the Stellaron. Okay. Well then. That's not good.
What do you want?
Also, spoilers. You're already telling us the identity of the architects is basically the Stellaron themselves.
To rebuild it's time for a time to help you achieve your wish.
So, was that something that we ourselves actually heard? Or is that something else entirely? Yes?
Hey, did you hear that?
You heard it
There's a
too?
group of Silvermane guards at the entrance.
Oh.
And I don't think they're here to say hi.
Oh boy.
If this is our escort, it's less friendly than I was expecting.
I started role-playing games. You guys are assuming a lot. All I can see is their helmets. You can't always be friendly in the job, you know. Maybe they're not here to escort
I
us.
guess we'll have to find out.
That
Let's
it
go and meet
is.
them. We won't know until we're down there.
But why the pretense,
Hey,
though?
Commander Bronya is waiting for you all down below. Hurry up and go see her. And no tricks.
Okay.
Are we in a lot of trouble?
Yep, very aggressive. There's multiple guards there, guards over there. Basically blocking off any way of escape, it seems. There's even more there. Yeah, they're completely surrounded the perimeter.
Huh? It's you. You were there at the fort.
Hello.
I am Bronya Rand, acting commander of the Silvermane Guards. In the name of the Amber Lord in the Highest, and under order of Supreme Guardian Kokolia Rand, I hereby arrest the suspected infiltrators under the charge of plotting to incite rebellion.
Okay.
As agent of the Supreme Guardian, I herewith temporarily strip you of your freedom of action and speech. When you are tried by the adjudication panel, you will be given the opportunity to defend yourselves against the accusations.
Well, this was quick.
Resistance will prove futile. You must come with me.
Wait a minute. This isn't what we agreed. She said we were going to be escorted to discuss an urgent matter.
This is an orchestrated betrayal, obviously.
Looks like we've been downgraded to accomplices. Again. It seems like it's every third planet this happens.
Really? Every third planet.
That's because you always act without thinking. You never have a plan.
Hey, I'm improving. I'm coming up with a plan right now. And got one.
Uh-oh.
Dunhung, the alley.
The one that's been sealed off. It's possible. March. Be ready to make an escape.
Oh boy. Seems like a tactical retreat is in order now.
Really? I just wanted to say something.
Started March. It's now or never. You sounded pretty convincing. We should probably go with them. Yeah.
Three of a kind.
Huh? I guess we are a strange trio. Can we focus, maybe?
Shh! It's an old Astral Express escape signal. Do you play cards?
No, I do not. Now let's go fish.
Two pair?
Hey, what are you whispering? Let's get going.
Ace!
There we go. Run. Back to the face. Sweep the legs. Run, run, run. Ooh, someone froze their guns. Oh. Didn't know March could do that.
They charged straight in!
And we did.
Escaping into a fragmentum. I don't know if they're overconfident or just eager for death. It would seem that Mother's judgment was correct.
Should we report them as missing or deceased?
The Supreme Guardian's order was to arrest them. We cannot abandon our pursuit just because they fled into a sealed-off area. I must ascertain their fate with my own eyes.
Yes, ma'am.
I wonder what
Eradicate
her
all
wish
threats to
is.
Belobog security. That is what I must do.
You seem conflicted.
Ha! See? They weren't brave enough to follow us. Freedom!
Let's not celebrate too soon.
Serves them right. Better luck next time, slowpokes.
That was too risky. Great work. We got lucky. Yeah, we got very lucky, honestly, but still great work, everyone.
It was a team effort.
We caught them by surprise. Nothing more.
That is true.
We'll be in pursuit soon enough.
They didn't know what we were capable of, so...
Let's follow the path. We need to guarantee our own safety before making any further plans.
Makes sense. Alright. Let's just go ahead and just tap this real quick. Alright, so it looks like there's about 8 treasure chests littered in place, so I have to keep my eyes open for that. Alright, got a crossroads. Can I do anything here? Lock gate. The control panel must be somewhere, so I have to keep an eye open for that. Let's see.
So, what happened back there? Why did the Supreme Guardian send people to arrest us? Imagine launching a surprise attack when your enemy is fast asleep. The cheek!
That woman had a troubling aura. Our instincts were correct.
Didn't want to cut off the dialogue if I touch this.
Looks good.
Go ahead and smack you.
It's too late to repent.
Let's see. We'll go after... We'll just go after one of you.
Seems you need to experience some hardship. Calm your body and mind.
There we go. Nice, simple, and quick. Alright. We also got another bud of Aether here. Let's go ahead and activate this. 16? Sure, let's do it.
You know nothing of the weight behind this power. Witness the stars shatter before you. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
There we go. Ooh, nice. We got to break 2. That worked out really nicely.
Seems you need to experience some... I won't go easy on you.
Let's make it quick. Slow them even further.
How about this?
Evildoer.
Step aside. I have no interest. The time is now.
Calm your body and mind.
Alright, one down.
Better up.
The truth of life and death, revealed
and
in
stab.
This sanctuary, is but a vision.
Ow.
You'll pay for evildoer.
There we go. Always good to take pot shots at that. And then that's the one. There we go. Get some credit out of that. Alright, we can either go north or south. And then before that, there's something I could examine here. What do we got? Supreme Guardian Tatiana delivers an important speech. A newspaper clip cut out with meticulous care was stuck on the notice board. Supreme Guardian Tatiana made a commemorative speech before the newly built museum, and its entirety was posted on the Crystal Daily. Commemorative speech on the 50th anniversary of the passing of Supreme Guardian Alexandra. Today is the 50th anniversary of the death of Alexandra, the third Supreme Guardian of Belobog. We had spent the most peaceful half-century since the founding of Belobog after the great woman's passing. The people live in prosperity, and the city is moving in the right direction. We are the best time in our history. All this was because of the work of the Supreme Guardian put in while she was alive. Today, I ask us to please offer our most sincere thanks to Madame Alexandra. During Madame Alexandra's tenure, Belobog underwent dramatic transformation. The extended development for the underworld accelerated, and countless spirited young people made their name in the mining towns. While she put great effort in developing the society and economy of the underworld, Madame Alexandra also devoted herself to developing education. She supported and created the University of Belobog for scientific research. With her generosity, The scientific understanding of underground ecology also reached new heights. Moreover, Madame Alexandra also unified the units of measurement in Belobog and established the after fortification calendar, which is still in use. It's fair to say that were it not for Madame Alexandra, Belobog would perhaps still be living in the equivalent of a chaotic and ignorant night. Previously, Supreme Guardian Alexandra was a hero I had never met. When I was still a candidate for the Supreme Guardian, Madame Fainka often spoke to me about Grandma Alexandra. It could be said that she had seemingly never left us and is still with us today. No wonder that has something to do with the multiple voices in the Stellaron. And maybe all the Guardians are, when they pass on, they get absorbed into the Architect, the Stellaron. That's a working theory at the moment. Belobog will forever remember Alexandra and every Supreme Guardian before and after. We will not forget these great names even after 50. No, we will remember even after 100, 500, or 1,000 more years. Once again, let's give our deepest respect to the great Supreme Guardian Alexandra. Brothers in Court, Gothe Mansion sealed temporarily. Several careful cut news clippings from the Crystal Daily were pinned to the bulletin board. For the Gothe family, a prominent family in Belobog, the past 3 months have been life-changing. Before the incidents at Austin Gothe's funeral had a chance to settle, his 2 sons were already stirring up a ruckus in court. After a grueling court process, the news that Gray Gothe was convicted of treason shocked Belobog. What happened exactly? Please stay tuned for a correspondence analysis. Shortly after Austin Gothe's passing, the brothers turned on each other over the will. Oh. The Gothe family had a reputable name even before Belobog's founding, earning the trust and favor of the second Supreme Guardian, Svitlana the Iron Fist. The Gothe family played an important role in unifying the powers in Belobog. With the recent passing of Austin Gothe, the core member of the family, Belobog's elites all attended his grand funeral. However, Austin Gothe's will had not equally distributed of his wealth between his sons, causing great disputes in the will. The elder son, Wide, was entitled to 65% of wealth, while the younger son, Gray, only received 20%. The rest of Austin's wealth was merged into the family trust and would be managed by a third party, periodically issuing allowances to his grandchildren. Gray protested strongly against this distribution, and the relationship between the brothers completely broke down over the 2 months of court hearings. Gray was extremely agitated when he was being interviewed. He said, "My father wouldn't have left such an absurd will. We're both his sons, so why are we treated differently? Someone must have tampered with the will. This will. I won't accept this will." Compared to Gray's rage, Wyatt seems to be quite calm. He believes that the will is legally sound and undisputed. Gray never came to visit even when Dad was ill, but came every single day asking about the money the moment Dad passed. I'm very disappointed in him. The dispute over the will ended with the court ruling in Wyatt's favor. Gray vanishes and commits treason after losing the lawsuit. Wyatt sells family property to pay for fines. Just as everyone thought the drama was coming to an end with Gray's loss, the city was shocked when Supreme Guardian Tatiana declared Gray Gothe had committed grave treason and heavily fined the family. The Crystal Daily had immediately contacted the spokesperson of Quillpath Fort and the Gothe family. We still have not received a reply from either party at the time of writing. Reliable sources state that the Gray Gothe had already left the administrative district and gone missing, probably into the underworld. The details of Gray's treason have not been announced publicly. However, the Supreme Guardian was firm with the accusation, and Wyatt Gothe, Gray's brother, did not protest. We had, however, received an official response from the Quillpath Fort spokesperson on the recent rumor that Gray and his family had escaped into the snow plains. No such incident had occurred. Extreme prosperity forbids the beginning of the decline. That is the teaching of the Gothe family. We are well aware of its meaning, but no one thought it would come so soon and so sudden. Wyatt's gaze dulls as he talked about the future of the Gothe family. I have been forced to sell the family mansion and fire nearly half the maids. I hope to use the remaining funds to start my own business and reestablish my family's good name to compensate for the crimes of my younger brother. Ooh. Heavy stuff there. Let's see. Dire wolf sighting. Supreme Guardian enforces curfew. Alright, let's see. On June 19th, 144 after freeze, I'm assuming? Belobog Supreme Guardian Tatiana signed Curfew Regulation Provision 101. A curfew shall be placed from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. It is immediately effective. During the curfew, all residents are not to leave their homes except Silver Main Guards and essential workers with permission from the Executive Office. Curfew Regulation Provision 101 is permanently in effect until further announcement. The Supreme Guardian Tatiana explained the reasons behind this curfew afterwards to the Crystal Daily. As there are very few signs of life outside of Belobog, the Silvermane Guards have not kept a strict watch over Belobog's exits. Recently, a number of civilians have reported sightings of dire wolves in Belobog territory. It would seem the warm environment of Belobog has attracted and encouraged the cold-weathering beasts to migrate to this area. Makes sense. Their sightings have the full attention of the Silvermane Guards, and roughly 1,100 Silvermane Guards will be dispatched through the entire city to make sure there are no risks involving dire wolves. We will also use this as an opportunity to increase our management over the city's traffic and prevent any dangerous creatures from entering in the future. Okay. Tatiana emphasized once again that all personnel other than Silvermane Guards on security duty are not allowed outside their homes every day from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Activities that conceal, feed, or withheld information regarding direwolves are strictly prohibited. Anyone who violates these restrictions will be severely punished. Oh man. So much lore going on here. Alright then. Let's back up a little bit, please. And smack! Oh no, I got to hit first. Darn it. Oh. See, this is why it's always good to save up just in case.
Are made to be broken.
Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and smack all of you.
Decisive strike.
And probably go ahead and do this as well.
The storm. To guard and defend. Crush them!
Ow. Let's see. It looks like they're going to be next, so let's go ahead and take care of these. And then for you...
I won't go easy on you. You know nothing of the weight behind this power. Witness the stars shatter before you. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
This is our chance.
There we go. Good, good, good. Okay, so that should finish all these off then.
Clemency, the time is now.
This battle...
You can still walk away. Calm your body and mind.
Let's go.
There we go. A little rough there, but we got
the
through
end of the
this.
story in your own way.
Let me go ahead and restore a little bit.
Keep at
One more. Got you this time. Okay, who do I want to go after first? Probably one of you. Okay, good, good, good. Break all their defenses.
I won't go easy on you.
What about this?
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict. The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This sanctuary is but a vision.
There's always a weakness.
You.
Leave the rest to me. Calm your body and mind. You know nothing of the weight behind this power. Witness the stars shatter before you. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Okay, hopefully that'll take out a few of the enemies, which it did. Good, good, good.
The time is now.
Lend me your strength.
Go ahead and boost you up.
Clemency? Never heard of it. The time is now.
Gotta finish this guy off.
Rules are made to be broken!
Alright, that did it good. Didn't want him to get another turn in. Yeah, formidable. Okay, yeah, that was a formidable foe. I was gonna say, that was a bit much. Alright then, get that chest. Alright. Let's go ahead and make our way back over here.
Keep at it.
Heal up. And recharge. Alright then, I think for the time being, it is getting a little bit late at the moment. I think I'll go ahead and I'll end things off here for the time being. But before I completely finish off though, there's one more thing I want to do real quick. Give me one moment for me to transition. Alright then everyone, here we are once again. I wanted to see about doing a few pulls or however many pulls I can do to try to see if I can get my day here real quick. So let's go ahead and see what happens, everyone. Alright, we got a purple light, it looks like. I believe that's the standard, if I recall correctly. Oh, hello, Zui. Nice to meet you. Alright, looks like I think we got all of the other characters that were featured on this banner. Hi, Natasha. Alright then, got a new character, and we also got a duplicate there. Alright. Let's see. So this also gives me an idea of, okay, so 1,600. Alright, so I have exactly enough for one more. Alright, let's see what happens. Come on, my day. Alright, another purple. Does not look like it, unfortunately. Alright, I may have to do some... I'll have to see what I can do. And Natasha again. Then I have enough to do a few more pulls real quick. I have to stick with singles at the moment, so let's go ahead and see what happens. Ooh, got a purple here. And we got another Arlen. Alright then, I won't say no to that. Now if I could potentially get a golden one. Alright, last one. Oh, okay. Consume 160 to purchase. I have 160. Okay, so that's the number I need. Okay. This is the final one. Oh well, I tried though. May have to see about trying a little bit later though, once I accumulate a few more. I still got about 3 days and 8 hours there. I still have some time. I have to see about doing something more later on then, it seems. Alright then. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and we'll end things off here. So, we've learned a lot of stuff here. So, we learned more about the internal freeze. We've learned about, you know, the Stellaron. Looks like the architects are the Stellaron themselves. And then also we have, you know, we're now on the run from the law for the time being, at least, before we can get this resolved. No, your usual, you know, RPG, you know, plot points. And anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope to see you all next time. All right, till then, bye.
Nice.